Now, our next guest has starred in Hollywood blockbusters, including Backdraft and Silver, but his newest project is taking on an issue that is plaguing our state, and the movie is just the beginning.
Yes, we're thrilled to have the great William Baldwin in studio this morning. Good morning, sir. Thanks for being with us.
The great William Baldwin. I heard that segment about a swoon alert. I thought you were talking about me.
Well, we were, but you know, we couldn't have every segment be about it.
Okay, so this movie is called No Address, and kind of in a nutshell, it tackles homelessness.
Yes.
But it is a lot more than just a movie. For folks, explain exactly what the whole project is.
Well, I've done a lot of research for parts that I've played. I did extensive research for Backdraft when I played a firefighter for Internal Affairs, when I played an LA cop for Born on the 4th of July, when I played a Vietnam vet. Extensive months and months of research. This project, we were on a bus for 3 weeks. We hit 20 cities, 18 states, 150 interviews, just to do the research to prepare for the film, to make sure it was what we put on screen was accurate and honest and cinematic. But as a result, it gave birth to not only the film, but a documentary, a book, of course, a soundtrack, and this new study guide. We call it the Big Five. The Big Five. We have a Big Five give back, where we're going to take 50% of the net proceeds and give that back to the community, the Northern California community that's doing important critical work in the area of homelessness. So
in the movie, your character is he's like a gambler who wants to buy a property, but there's homeless people.
Well, he's a risk taker, but he's a real estate developer.
Yeah.
And he wants his plot of land. Excuse my throat. Yeah. He wants his plot of land to build a multi-purpose condo unit with retail and everything. There's a homeless encampment there. He runs into the bureaucracy. He's trying to get these people moved so he can develop this piece of property. And you know, whenever I see, and we know the answers, whenever you see somebody that's homeless or that has mental health issues or that has addiction issues, you say to yourself, and I'm sure all of you had, like, what happened? Like, what was the variables, like what were the circumstances in that person when they were 5 and 10 and 15 years old that allowed for this to happen, that resulted in this happening? And my character, you see that on screen. I'm up against it. I am told that if I'm not able to close this deal, I do some unethical, dark things to try to close the deal. It doesn't work out. I wind up getting fired, and then you see what happens, the transition from being not on top of the world. I had a lot of pressure on me that people couldn't see. Married with a child, I go from trying to close this deal, I can't close this deal, and I wind up falling into homelessness with my wife and son. So I go from trying to destroy the encampment to
being one of them,
being a resident of the encampment.
So, question for you: where it comes to citizens, we all see it. We all want to do something about it. We feel helpless. I have a young lady who went away to school for grad school, came back 2 years later, and was gobsmacked at the explosion of homelessness in our city. So what do we do? Yeah,
there was a huge rise during a spike during COVID that is corrected itself a little bit. You guys are doing some of the most innovative, comprehensive, effective work in the country right now.
In Sacramento.
Yeah, in the area, Placer County here. The Gathering Inn is doing some amazing work. I went to a facility yesterday, 100 people in one unit, 50 people in another unit. Co-ed, they're doing remarkable work. The people that are working there are incredible. The people that are residing there, their stories are totally remarkable. And I think that, you know, we live in one of the most influential, powerful, wealthy countries in the world, perhaps the most, right? This is an issue that can be resolved if we move some priorities around just a little bit. Just a little bit. And it's a complicated issue because you are dealing with people that are mentally ill, and you are dealing with people that have addiction issues. I was at a dinner last night talking to somebody who's literally a homeless czar, one of the producers of this film, Dr. Robert Marbut. And he was saying that he was in like a town hall meeting where people had this sort of mentality. The theory is like, Republicans don't want their tax dollars going to addressing these issues, and Democrats do, but they don't want it in their backyard, kind of thing. And he got into, and he's a big homeless czar, and he was Trump's homeless czar. And he's sort of, you know, he's a Republican, but on certain social issues, he's sort of centrist, right? And he said he went to a debate at a town hall meeting, and they gave him a couple minutes to speak, and he turned around to the people that were opposed to it, and they were creating a ruckus at the town hall meeting, and he got them all stirred up saying, I'm with you, I'm with you. And then he introduced who he was, and he said, if I paid for the entire trip, your plane fare and your hotel fare, would you come to these 3 facilities that we've already built in San Diego, Miami, and in San Antonio? And all 12 people said yes, and all 12 people came back, and they voted in favor of building the new complex. There's, the location of this in Placer County is. I could promise you that you could eradicate 75% of homelessness in, say, be realistic. Say 50%. It's probably more like 75 or 80%. Say in 5 years, it's probably more like 3 years. And the people that live in that community would be obviously forever grateful, but they wouldn't even know the facility was there. Wow. They wouldn't even know the facility was there. And getting these people off the streets, creating stability and safety and security, and then, I mean, a third of the people that were at this facility were on their way to Home Depot to go to work.
Yeah, they're working. They're not. 7 out of 10 Americans are one paycheck away from possibly becoming under such financial duress that they can become displaced and homeless. All right, well, the movie is called No Address. It's coming out summer of 2024. You guys are still doing some pickup shots.
Yeah, we're here doing some pickup shots because of the strike. We're back here putting a little bow on it. And late summer, early fall 2024, we believe probably September.
William Baldwin, thank you so much.
The great William Baldwin.
The great William Baldwin.
I knight thee.
There you go. Thank you so much.
Sir William Baldwin.